Many artists and musicians don't fail because they are bad. They fail because the nervous system can't survive the industry. I've always been a big believer in this, and we can take this to any industry, but let's just talk about the music industry. Being a singer-songwriter and artist, a creative, a performer, a business owner in the music industry, I really relate to this idea. Many musicians and artists believe that their success is dependent on how many followers they have, how many stages they perform on, how many gigs they get, how big their audience is. But the real challenge is whether you can handle being unseen longer than you expected. Being a rock star isn't the performance, it's the resilience to keep developing when the spotlight isn't on you, because the stage is only a moment. The artist is built in. Everything that happens before and after it. We've been seeking validation since childhood, from parents, peers, taught from a young age, from early education right through to the end of university. And we never get told that we can just stop simply seeking validation as an adult. And look, that doesn't mean don't go out and seek professional advice from an expert in their field of knowledge, but I just simply mean at some point in life, we can now as an adult start simply trusting ourselves enough to validate ourselves. Many extremely talented artists quit because the silence is deafening. The industry can lift you high, but the fall can break nervous systems. The real skill is emotional durability. Not just talent, it's the ability to keep creating regardless of followers, likes or shares. To keep making art even when it feels like nobody's watching, nobody's listening, or no one cares. It's the discipline to keep showing up after the 100th audition, after the 1,000th no, after the 1,000,000th rejection. We know that feeling. We understand this. But talent might get you noticed, but emotional endurance is what keeps an artist alive. To stay human, to remain true to yourself when algorithms treat you like a product. The main reason many artists crumble is from the invisible weight of being ignored. This shines a light on why are you here? Is it just for the validation? Or is it because you are compelled to create? I traveled internationally, investing in myself, my business, my artistry, going to endless meetings, to endless companies and organizations with endless rejections. Almost wins, and life-changing opportunities. Euphoric experiences and even the scariest experiences that challenged and rattled me to my core. In today's society, artists can go viral overnight, disappear months later. This isn't because they lacked songs or talent, but that dopamine crash after fame can suddenly feel like grief. I know many artists, business owners out there who can understand this feeling. We know many people amongst us who have been in that spotlight internationally, nationally, have been on television shows, competitions that have highlighted them overnight, giving them 20+ followers the next day. Look, I know how it feels to be in a spotlight 1 minute and feeling somewhat community famous, but then feeling invisible a month later. I want to share this strong message that no one teaches artists how to handle the highs and lows emotionally. The real industry threshold is consistency under pressure, not talent, not looks, not luck, not even exposure, but the ability to keep creating without collapsing into self-doubt or the genuine fear of being too late. Most artists don't lose their dream, they lose their self-trust. A reminder to us that our biggest enemy isn't the industry. It is often this version of you that believes you're running out of time, because that kind of belief kills more careers than bad marketing or missed opportunities. I am 42 years old and understood the smokes and mirrors of the industry at a very early age. And I have gigged and performed internationally, nationally, for 26 years of my life. And I have also understood from over the past recent years that there is no parameters and that you can do or be anything you want to be if you have the determination, the grit, the endurance, the drive, resilience, passion, and the motivation. I took risk and dove into many adventures, from the need to survive, grow, before and after COVID, that impacted the music industry and my business. That gave me the most failing and successful growth of my life. I've been offered scholarships, offered contracts, offered recording deals. I could have spent the past 25 years concentrating on myself and my own voice and artistry, but my true calling and what fulfilled me more, what filled my cup, was empowering and building other artists. Nothing to me was better and got a bigger dopamine hit than watching another human believe in themselves and rise to their spotlight on their stage. I'm a motivator, a cheerleader. I help build confidence in artists to show them that they are truly worthy and there is no parameters. No parameters. I love that. For the most of my life in this industry, I worked under some serious emotional, mental, physical, financial pressure in the business, and I have learnt to pivot and change directions fast and hard. I've sacrificed many areas of my life to build my business on and off the stage, and my ADHD has certainly had a major part to play in this, but I have always lived by these words: persistence, consistency, action, and self-trust. Other people's fears, other people's values, plus other people's experience equals their opinion. You are not in the equation. Trust yourself. Trust your art. The music industry is largely opinionative, with taste, trends, personal bias shaped to what gets praised or promoted and heard. In art, there is rarely a clear right or wrong, only interpretation and connection. We are all students for life, and we are all learning somewhat of an instrument. But always remember why you do this, why we do this. How the process of creativity makes you feel. Speak your truth, lay down your legacy. You never run out of things to say and talk about. You never run out of creativity. Express yourself freely. What makes you feel vulnerable cannot just be a critic in your head. Sometimes it can be a damn committee. You have plenty of time. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the journey.